Hello, my name is Geoff Angle, and I've been an artist for about as long as I can remember. I've used just about any medium available to me, anything from spray paint to acrylics, oils, sculptures, clay, recycled stuff with super glue, welding, metals. I've done almost everything. We'll start with a couple of the paintings I've done over the past couple of years. As you can see, there's a couple landscapes along with some animals and some abstract splatter paints. One of the projects we had to do in my art class last year was we had to make a self-portrait on a large piece of wooden board, and so I decided to go out of the box a little bit, and I made myself into a zombie. One of the recurring themes in a lot of my paintings is eyes. I try and put a lot of detail in them. I made this one on particle board with spray paint. I've done actually several large pieces with spray paint with a similar space theme, and they just couldn't fit in my room. To the right of that is a rhino. Below that is probably one of my better paintings, is a oil painting of a lion. Up in the corner there is a phoenix. It was painted on plexiglass with enamel paint. And on the desk here is my most recently finished painting. It's just a painting of a highway going off into the mountains. I tried to put a lot of focus onto the mountains and the sky, and kind of put the focus on the background instead of the foreground like most paintings are. Right here, the mask in front was actually one of the first clay sculptures I did, and behind it are several other clay sculptures. This one right here is actually called the Bust of Insanity. It has 5 different faces, each of them alien except for one, which is the human face. And if you can see, the 5th face is on top, and it's supposed to be like a worm type creature, but his teeth fell out during the fire. One of the things I'm known for in my school is my recycled sculptures that I've been doing for probably about 2 or 3 years now. A whole bunch of like little tiny pieces of just stuff that I found when I cleaned out my room, and so I threw them all into a apple juice bottle and just sealed it up and turned it into a person. And to his right is a bowling ball, and I painted him blue and turned him into a kind of a sad man. And behind those two is a set of sculptures that I'm kind of turning into a series. The one on the left is made out of aluminum cans, pop cans, Arizona iced tea cans. The one on the right is an army man made out of smaller army men that I used to play with when I was younger. And then on the far right is I used to play with Pokemon cards when they were big when I was about 7 or 8, but they were kind of taking up space, and so I turned them into something useful, 3-dimensional sculptures. And one of the crown jewels of my art collection was something I got a lot of fame for in my school. When I took welding class, I actually had the opportunity to do a project where I could pretty much do whatever I wanted with the welding. I used an old muffler that was just sitting in the auto shop, and I turned it into a bulldog with just some pipes and some sheet metal. Since the bulldog is the mascot of our school, it was actually put on display in our front office for about 2 or 3 months. They were actually asking if they could keep it, but I had to keep it for my own collection. Well, that's about all the that's about most of the artwork I've done in the past 4 years. And once again, this is Jeffrey Angle, and thank you for considering me for this scholarship.